There's a dog over that come from over here that he keep running over here cause that man don't have him on no chain or nothing. Look at baby. That be behind dog. That man need to have that dog chained up at all. Anytime he outside, he should be chained up. Cause you don't know what a dog might do, what temperament a dog can have. How big that dog is. And he be knowing that the dog's over here. This is the man with the blue and white truck that he been doing stuff for 4 years since we been here. And that dog so big I could see him right there. He ran from over here all the way over there. And the dogs, uh, they been in fights, and every time that dog be present. And they I don't know if they so excited or what, but they end up fighting each other. And the black one that stopped right here, she normally beat the one that was over here, but this time she just stopped. I guess she's growing up. Okay, so this is what the sun did this morning. There you see it's 4:10:26 at 7:15. This is every morning. I woke up and this is what I saw, which I was under attack again this morning. This is live. This is going on right now as I talk. Yeah. Excuse me, that's high belts because they got me so filled up. I don't know if they blowing up my intestines. It got to be my intestines because it's all the way up to my breast. My stomach is just that big that they got my stomach poked out further than my breast. And they got my butt going even further back out, rather. I don't know who we can call and it to get some kind of help where they can close down this stuff. So as you see, this is our government, and they wanted to do stuff to us, to our, because I was born when John F. Kennedy was murdered. He stopped it. I believe the only good president that we've had is John F. Kennedy. I remember him as a little girl and they killed him. I remember being hurt because that man was killed. I was just a little girl, but I have read about, I think it was Colombia. They were going to kill the president of Colombia and went over there and got beat. America got beat. And so because they got beat, they were some generals decided they were going to come against the American people and put claim that Colombia did it. And John F. Kennedy had been the president only 2 months, and he put a stop to it. He stopped it because he was brave. We don't have a brave president now. The presidents that we've had since John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy have been nothing but cowards that'll go along with what these 13 demonic families tell them to do just because they rich. People only look at money, which is nothing. Nothing. These families are demonic. Anybody that wants to have the people murdered, they have no fear of God. And the way they got that money, many people have died. I guarantee you, they didn't do nothing to make all that money. They put it in, man, people do it. They did the work. And I don't even think they're human. I think they are hybrids or something from something else. I do know they reptilians. I know that. So I know what God showed me. He showed me reptilians. And that's probably who those 13 families are. Now it normally get darker, but they probably see that I'm videoing, so they made it go back up. That's how they do. If I would have started videoing when it first started, no, this one's still doing it. But if I'd have videoed when it first started, it wouldn't have got this far. It'll go back up. If I'm telling y'all, we dealing with something that's not of this world. We dealing with other beings. Now you know that is not the sun. That's not the real sun. And like I've been saying, they blocking the real sun. They spraying something up in the sky that mends itself together that blocks the real sun. When Jesus come back, he's not going to be fighting with humans. Whatever these other creatures are, because we may not be here. There may not be no more humans. And those arising from the grave, they'll be the ones with the white robes in heaven. Now they done made a clear something clear all the way back up in here. I don't know what all they've done, but there's something right here. They haven't been there. That right there. that's on the other side of that fence. I've never seen this before right here. It's something that they just put there. And like I said, they not doing all of this just for two people. Sometime in the future, they're gonna do something that's gonna send this stuff up in everybody's house and destroy whole neighborhoods or maybe a whole town all at one time. There's no way they're doing all of this just for two people. Ain't no way. But I heard a man say one time about them pressing a button and people get microwaved to death because of all this. Ain't no technology that is in our bodies. They're gonna microwave everybody all at one time, and that may be this may have something to do with it. He said he don't know when it's gonna happen, but he know for a fact that it's going to happen. And I believe that this here is going to happen, where they're going to have this stuff running through the pipes underground, coming up through the floors of the homes and entering people's bodies while they sleep so they won't get up and people will never wake up. I do believe that's what's going to happen. And people happen. You got these people out here, idiots out here, helping them to get done what they want to be done. What they put inside my body, I don't know. All I know is that it's blowing me up. I'm getting blowed up every single night. Every single night. Every single night, I'm getting blowed up with this hot energy. And sometimes I wonder, are they taking stuff out of me, sending it to who, to whatever? Because I think they're filling me up with something that could be synthetic, or I don't know what it is. All I know is there's something. Excuse me. I don't. What is it right there? That dirt. I don't know. But this is not no. Now this right here on the ground is the sun. But that was up in front of my window. I don't know. That's I don't know what that is. But that's not light. That's darkness. This not light. This is darkness. This is some type of artificial light, like Satan. This is something like Satan. Christ was called bright morning stars, and Satan was called the morning star, not bright, just the morning star, because he had a high position in heaven that he was called morning star. But Christ was called bright morning star. And the morning star evidently was jealous of the bright morning star because he wanted to start a war in heaven. He wanted to take his throne above the Almighty. And when he tried to start, he called himself starting a war. He got kicked out of heaven, him and 1/3 of the angels. So he have an influence that he can influence 1/3 of the angels to fall with him. Just like he's doing today, where he got people and entities following behind him. When he's falling, he has fallen and he can't get up. He can't get up. But he got people that's worshiping him. And they'll do anything for him because they think he is the good one. But if he's the good one, why do he need sacrifice? Why do he need somebody to rape children and murder children and drink their blood? Why do he need people to eat humans? Everything that God say don't do, he do. So how is he the good one? Why he want to take somebody that's born XY and make them think they born XX and born XX and make them think that they XY. And why did he got scientists thinking they can go in and spike the chromosome so that the one that's supposed to be born XY will be born XX, and the one that's supposed to be born XX will be born XY, or either make them all born XO, where they have both genders. This is what the scientists today want to do because they so demonic. They want to prove they can outdo God because they are sick. They really are sick. Where they'll rape you with hot energy while you sleep. And then you got the spiritual people that's supposed to be so spiritual, so full of the Holy Ghost, that when you're trying to tell them what's being done to you, they're going to say, you got a door open. Well, if that's the case, what is the door that's open and why you not praying to help me get it closed? Instead of just throwing out something. This is what they're doing too in the church. They don't pray for people. They don't try to get people delivered from anything because they don't know. They're not hearing from God the way they claim. So many people, I mean, a lot of people are crying out because this is happening to them because some evil, wicked person decided they want to kill them slowly because this is gang stalking is a slow kill. If it take you 50 years to die, you're going to be on this list to be tortured for 50 years until you die. A lot of people have died not even knowing they on this list. They don't even know. But their bodies couldn't take it because this is pure torture. I used to think I was having medical problems. Going to the doctors. This is live. This is another utility. Going down here. Like I said, this is the utility company doing this. But they all are in the sheriff department, the city cops, military, and the utility company and the cable companies all involved. Then you have private contractors also. Look at that bird in that plant. Look at it back there. Turn around and go back out cause they got me as an antenna. That's all they got to do is ride by here. With every single person that ride by here, the wrath of God is going to come on you. The wrath of God, they think they're getting away with this, but God already told his prophet that he going to make units out of them. And especially them that's on that Epstein file. That you think you can rape children and you're going to get away with it. Because nobody on that Epstein file is being prosecuted. Yet they prosecuted P. Diddy for the things he did with grown people. He did a few things with some young too. But he didn't kill them and drink their blood like these people at Epstein and eat them. He didn't do all that. But these people was actually eating human beings. Having people, children kidnapped. And the kidnappers, God, I pray that God they take whatever, do whatever it takes to put the fear of God in people that you won't think to take nobody else's child. Not ever. Not ever. That you are, and it's, most of it's black children, black kids. And they hunt them down like animals on the islands. And Epstein Island isn't the only one. Evidently, Epstein done pissed somebody off or didn't pay off the fee that they were supposed to pay off. Some kind of way, his name got caught. But they plenty more islands doing the same thing, or maybe even worse. There ain't no telling